This is going to be a tough one for me. Okay. This is that makes sense. This is part 3 of a series where we give Madeline Soto back her voice because her mother decided it wasn't important enough to show up and even give an impact statement at the sentencing of her case. This one is going to be a tough one for me because today is my son's 13th birthday. And Madeline was 13 years old when this happened to her. And I sit here and I think, and I try to name one thing, whether it was my own freedom, whether it was my own mental health, whether it was my own heart. I try to come up with one thing that could have stopped me from being in the courtroom as the man who took away my child was sentenced, and I can't think of one thing short of physically being bound to something and unable to move. If they would have locked me up after the end of that appearance, hands behind my back, there's nothing that could have stopped me from being there for my child. Let's get some words from Maddie. This series is giving Maddie her voice back because no one else really cared to listen to her at all. 1:43 on my timer as I said that. We're getting lessons from Maddie, like perspectives that she can give to us so that we can dismantle our shadows and not take them out on the world. One second. Love is a choice that you make every day. Sometimes that choice requires you to do hard things, to take action when you feel, and it's interesting because we have a new moon in Leo today, okay? To take action even when you feel the fear of change, right? That this lion is looking at this man, and this man is wearing a red shirt, like the root chakra. If you're finding that your roots are not planted, if you're finding that what you are seeing sprout in your life or birth in your life is not something that's upright and positive, look, the red on his shirt is the same red in the background of this lover's card. Feminine, masculine, duality, choices. What you choose to focus on, where you choose to put your attention, your energy, it matters. Those are the seeds that you plant that then either sprout or spread as a weed and kill everything else in your life. And it's your choice. It's your responsibility. And if you're choosing wrong because you fear your shadows too much, that is no one else's fault but your own. The only way out of the mental prison in your mind is by making a choice to heal and balance, even when you feel the fear of facing your shadows. Because if not, you just end up poisoning the garden that is your life. Tower in reverse. You always have the opportunity to rebuild, but it requires your choice.